whatsoever. He thinks he's like a king. He's like delusional already. He's so delusional that he thinks he's so great. At least I admit that I hate my reviews and I think they're garbage, absolute crap, and that like the Angry Video Game Nerd, even though I'm inspired by him, is light years beyond what I do. At least I admit it. At least I admit when I'm wrong. At least I take criticism, which is why I revise my reviews so much. This guy thinks it's perfect and that there's nothing wrong with it, and then he starts bitching and bitching. He's been sending me PMs left and right with the most egotistical, butthurt comments you could imagine. You know, you're not a king. No, your review isn't perfect. I'm just trying to help you out. You know, see, at least I know that, you know, my reviews. I acknowledge that my reviews are crap, and I'm saying it now. I don't like them. I don't like the acting. I don't like the lighting. I don't like the writing. Even I don't really like the jokes. I still do it anyway because I know I'm gonna get better. You know, some other guy says, well, if you can't get it right the first time, it should give you an idea in your head that you're not good at it. Well, that's pretty retarded. It's like saying, well, if you can't run fast enough in the Olympic race the first time, it means you're not good at it, so you might as well quit. You know, only a quitter would say that. Oh, if you can't win a wrestling match the first time, it means you're just not good at it, so you might as well quit. That's retarded. Some other guy said that. And then, like, you're like, oh, at least Irate Gamer has particle illusion. Duh. You know, how is that supposed to help me out? That's fucking retarded. You know? And, like, the point of the videos, which aren't even reviews, is to nitpick. So bitching about that is pointless, too. It's kind of the point, you know? What else can I say? Yeah, they get so butthurt about it. They make these commentaries, and they accuse me for being butthurt for making a commentary on their commentary, pointing out why they failed. Very, you know, I go into depth, which is why my commentaries are so long. I go into depth, tell them why they failed, and they get all butthurt about it and start accusing me for being butthurt. It's just fucking retarded. What else can I say? You know, like, they get so upset about my criticizing Brawl. Like, I'm like, you know, it's satirical comedy anyway. I don't hate any of the games I review. I don't hate any game in general. You know how hard it is to make an Atari game. Even it takes a long time to even make an Atari game. Even an Atari game, it takes a long time to make. You know, even ET for Atari takes a long time to make. And when you understand how the game works, and you can and you know how to get around the twitchy control, it's not that bad, really. You just gotta kind of figure out how it works, and don't fall into bloody holes. There, you can see them, and I know that if you're even an inch away from them, you'll still fall in. Well, then be farther away from an inch from them. Whatever, I'm not gonna forget it. Anyway, even like Bubsy 3D, once you get around the control, which it's not that bad. You know, it was like a revolution at the time too, because you know it was like one of the first 3D platform games that came out before Mario 64. You know, and it still kind of worked, you know, yeah, if you get around the control, it worked, you know, wasn't that bad. None of the games I'm criticizing are bad, and these critics get all, or trolls, I'd like to call them, they get all butthurt and make these retarded commentaries, pulling things out of their asses. I mean, like, to tell you the truth, the ones on my old Brawl, Mario Kart, and Sonic Riders review, those were a lot less worse. And I agreed with a lot of what they had to say about those ones. But when I replaced them, they got all upset because, you know, I took out all those mistakes. So then they started to, like, pull things out of their ass, which is, you know. But back with, yeah, that's retarded. Anyway, back with Celery. His jokes are horrible. His best joke, or not best joke, sorry. his only joke is Retardistan. That's his only joke. How's that funny? And then he makes another joke saying something about someone prank calling GameSpot. Horrible joke. Just not funny at all. He makes these retarded faces. He thinks he's funny. He's not funny. Retardistan is not funny. Like, I swear, in his video he made about my videos, he says Retardistan like 50 times. Again and again. He recycles it constantly. It's not funny. If it's not funny the first time, it's not going to be funny the 50th time. You know, it's like, it's stupid, you know? It's not funny. He's not funny at all. His complaints are retarded. His Irate Gamer commentaries are awesome. Love them. I think they're the best. But why can't he do the same with mine? It's not like I'm, you know, you know, it's not like I'm. It's not. I don't like them, not because they're of my videos, but because the points are just stupid. You know, misunderstanding, like not getting a joke when I said Peach bitch, more like Peach's Fantasy Dickland. They say, well, it clearly says Peach Beach. No shit, dumbass. That's the fucking joke. Thanks for fucking pointing it out. Obviously, it's a joke. Maybe it's a stupid joke, but yeah, if he said that joke's stupid, I would agree. That's why I removed it. But you know, that's not stupid. And then I don't know. He has this clip. Then he shows this clip of two Japanese chicks, and one of them like farts on the other girl's face. Stuff I just don't want to see. He has this. I don't know. He's got this guy showing off his leg. Something else I really don't want to see. It's just I don't know. He just can't critique my videos at all. I don't get it because he can do a good job with the Ira Gamer, and even his parodies I found were funny. But when it comes to me, he just I don't know. Like why are my critics so retarded? No offense. If you want, you know what, there have been good critics that like criticize my videos, but only in comment form. I'll show you a link. I'll post a link to that guy with the glasses. There's like two critics that went into depth, pointing out what was like wrong with my Conquer review. They went into depth. That is how you criticize one's work. Here's the link. There you go. So, you know, they explained why certain parts didn't work. Not just pointing them out, but like going into depth on why they don't work, how you could improve them. They went into depth. That is how they should be. Not just not pulling things out of your ass, vaguely bitching about it, making retarded jokes on top of that. You know, no, like these guys, they think they're kings. They're so delusional. They think their commentaries are flawless. They cannot take criticism at all. They twist it around to make me look like the bad guy. You know, like, you know, I told them I'm not gonna go on Skype and talk to you two, because I don't go on Skype and talk to trolls or fans on YouTube. Why fans? Because I don't know who is a fan and who is a troll. Some trolls disguise themselves as fans. So I just don't talk to anyone on Skype at all. Especially two douchebags. No offense. You know, because, you know, they're just gonna... First of all, it's a waste of time. And then they're gonna attempt to parody whatever I say. They're gonna attempt to. They're gonna make fools of themselves. But then other dumbasses might, you know, agree with whatever crap they say. They might get suckered into it, you know. So, you know, and then I said, you don't see the Angry Video Game Nerd doing it. It doesn't mean I'm equating myself to him. It means I'm not going to be stupid. It means I'm not going to be stupid. The same reason why the Angry Video Game Nerd's not doing it, because it's stupid, you know. It doesn't mean I think I'm equal to the nerd, which is why I'm not going to talk to them on Skype. It means that, you know, I think it's stupid talking to trolls on Skype, and I'm pointing out the Angry Video Game Nerd doesn't do it either. Doesn't mean I'm equating myself to him. It means that because he doesn't do it either, why should I do it too? Why should anyone do it? Why should any game reviewer? In fact, no game reviewer does it, I don't think. Talks to whoever they just meet on YouTube, on Skype, because they could be trolls and it's a waste of time, and they're gonna act like douchebags and whatever. But you know what? I just briefly said that. Honestly, if you really want to talk to me on Skype, by all means, fine. By all means, really. Yeah, so what else can I say? Yeah, the real Mackay. Really, dude, you just started out. Not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Your attitude is horrible. You can't accept criticism. And like, he keeps replying. Like, I swear, he left me like 50 responses. Perhaps I shouldn't have replied. I did anyway. Whatever. That's, you know, I shouldn't have done that. Whatever, right? I wanted to see where it would go anyway. Yeah, he got so angry, like so angry, and I was just, you know, sitting back and just laughing at the whole thing. And then they responded to, they made like a video response, whatever, and they try to twist it